Here's the secret the golf industry wants to hide. A push cart is literally the only piece of gear where spending less won't cost you a single stroke. You're already a smarter buyer than most just by looking for an affordable option. We're ranking the 5 best affordable golf push carts today, strictly by value, zero hype. But stick with me because later I'll show you the #1 pick. It's the exact cart most golfers wish they bought first.
Walking is, hands down, the cheapest way to play golf. Cut out those riding fees, and a decent push cart pays for itself in just a season or two. But because everyone figured this out, the market is completely flooded now. You've got these sketchy, no-name Amazon knockoffs on one end and premium carts that cost more than a new driver on the other. This is exactly where most golfers waste money. They either blow cash on a flimsy frame that snaps in 6 months because there are 0 replacement parts, or they panic buy a heavy, overpriced model with features they might use twice a year.
So what actually makes a cart worth your hard-earned cash? Let me tell you, it is not the cup holders. Here's your true value checklist. 1. The fold size. 2. Build quality and brand support. 3. Airless wheels for zero maintenance. 4. A reliable brake. And 5. Total weight. You can completely skip the gimmicks. Electric assist, Bluetooth speakers, premium paint jobs, skip them all. None of that actually pushes your bag down the fairway any better.
Now, most buyers skip this and regret it later. You have to measure your trunk before you buy anything. If your new car doesn't fit in the back of your car right next to your clubs, you are going to stop walking, period. A cart that doesn't fit is a cart you'll never use, and that is just a fast track to wasting your golf budget. Okay, let's dive into the list. Coming in at number 5 is the CaddyTek CaddyLite 11.5 V3. Consider this your ultra-budget starter cart. It's incredibly light, super simple, and folds up fast. It absolutely gets the job done for the occasional walker. The feature list on this one is pretty short, but honestly, that's the whole point. Fewer parts just means fewer things that can break on you. But listen, the cheaper option is not always worse. Here's the catch. This model definitely feels like a budget build. You're getting a lighter-duty frame and very basic storage. I wouldn't grab this for a super hilly course, and definitely not if you're out there walking 3 rounds a week. Buy this if you just walk a few times a month and want something cheap and easy. Skip it if you walk hard and often. Keep that cash in your wallet and look at one of our later picks. Moving on to number 4, we have the Qwik-Fold 360. This cart is actually pretty clever. The front wheel swivels a full 360 degrees. That makes navigating around tight greens or those tricky tree-lined courses way easier than using a standard fixed-wheel cart. If your home track is tight and twisty, this cart is going to fit the bill perfectly.
Before you buy, you need to hear this next part. Because there's more movement in that front wheel, that means there are more joints that can loosen up over time. You'll absolutely need to remember to lock that front wheel on steep slopes. Otherwise, your bag is going for a ride without you. Price-wise, it sits right in the middle, so its true value really depends on catching it on sale. If it's priced too close to our next pick, make sure you compare them carefully before pulling the trigger.
All right, number 3. This is where the real value starts showing up. The Rovic RV2L. This is Clicgear's entry-level line, so it's basically your budget gateway into carts that actually last. You get a dead simple, one-lever setup, totally reliable bag straps, and it takes Clicgear's full lineup of accessories. It can grow with you. These are the workhorse carts you see guys pushing season after season without fail.
The honest weakness, though, you will feel a little bit of flex in the joints when you're rolling over bumpy, uneven ground. And occasionally, a bolt might work itself loose. My advice? Just toss a spare nut and bolt into your golf bag and give the hardware a quick check when you set it up. Buy this if you walk weekly and need real, lasting durability without paying flagship prices. Skip it if you want tons of built-in storage right out of the box, because you will have to buy those accessories separately.
Hitting number 2, we have the absolute crowd favorite, the CaddyTek CaddyLite EZ V8. For the money you're paying, the feature list here is borderline ridiculous. I mean, you get a cooler basket, an umbrella holder, a storage console, and a cup holder all included. Premium cart brands will totally nickel and dime you for that stuff. If you ever spot this in a warehouse club deal, jump on it immediately.
But you knew there was a trade-off, right? This one has the lightest duty build of everything we're looking at today. Plus, the folding mechanism has a serious learning curve. You are definitely going to be fumbling with it in the parking lot the first few times. Buy it if you want maximum features without the premium bill. Skip it if maximum durability across hundreds of rounds matters more to you than having all those built-in accessories.
Okay, we are down to the top spot. Now, if buying used, this next point matters a lot.
Pay super close attention to this if you want the absolute ultimate long-term value for your money.
Our number one pick is a used Clicgear 3.5 Plus or Model 4.0. Yes, used. These things are absolute tanks. They fold down smaller than almost anything else in their class. But here is the massive advantage that easily wins at the top spot. Clicgear actually sells replacement parts. You can keep an older cart running for years, and that is a level of long-term value that no brand new budget cart on the market can match. Of course, you're taking on some risks with the used market. Oddly enough, even used, these often cost more than the other carts on this list. The condition swings wildly depending on who's selling it, and that multi-step fold definitely takes more effort than the newer one-click carts. You need to meticulously check the brake cable, the wheels, the bearings, and the straps before you hand over any cash. Buy this if you want one cart for the next decade. Skip it if you just want something cheap and new with a standard return policy.
All right, before you spend a single dime, let's rapid fire through 5 smart buyer tips so you don't accidentally buy a piece of junk. First, measure your trunk again. Second, only buy from brands that stock spare parts. Third, skip the mystery carts online. Fourth, shop in the off-season when golf content slows down and prices drop. And fifth, when your cart arrives, set it up completely and test that brake on a slope before your return window closes.
Speaking of those mystery carts, I can't stress this enough. Do not fall for shiny, no-name carts with zero part support, no matter how good the listing photos look. If a single wheel breaks and you can't replace it, you are out the entire cost of the cart. And that turns a good deal into a terrible deal really fast.
Let's do a quick recap and lay out the brutally honest truth about budget carts. The pros are obvious, right? Walking saves riding fees and it's better for your body. But the cons are very real. Budget frames are going to flex more, plastic latches wear out, and the resale value is basically zero. If you're out there walking 4 times a week on a hilly municipal course, the cheapest options are going to wear out early. Sometimes spending up just one tier, just once, is actually the smarter budget move. If you're still on the fence, here are 2 better value alternatives to consider. First, keep an eye out for the Bag Boy Nitron. Its auto-open feature is the easiest setup in golf, and it frequently shows up at warehouse clubs with a serious discount. Catch it at the right price and it beats everything on our list. The second alternative? Just buy last year's version of any cart. Push carts evolve very slowly. Snagging a previous generation model saves you serious cash, and you lose almost nothing in actual performance.
We're at the definitive verdict. But remember, this next part changes the final answer completely depending on exactly what type of golfer you are. Here is the final, clear verdict for the best affordable golf push carts. For the absolute best overall value and most features per dollar, buy the CaddyTek EZ V8. You just have to accept the slightly lighter build. If you're a weekly walker who wants something brand new and highly durable, grab the Rovic RV2L. And if you want a complete tank that will easily last you a full decade, hunt down a used Clicgear. Just make sure you don't overpay for a beat-up one.
All right, now it's your turn. Drop a comment below right now with your budget, your handicap, and whether you are team new or team used. Oh, and tell me what cart you're pushing right now. If you're stuck between 2 options, ask below and I will tell you exactly where the value is. And hey, if learning how to save money on golf gear without sacrificing your game sounds useful to you, hitting subscribe is the cheapest good decision in golf.